Welcome back, guys. We're again here at the front gates of Skinwalker Ranch, and the new season on the History Channel is just about to kick off. When you come up here and you try to visit, this place is private. There's so much research that's going on here that Brandon's doing, that Eric Bard's doing, that the whole team is doing, and then they've got all the contracts with the History Channel, that it's not like the public can just come and visit. So the place that we're going is called Thunder Strike Ranch. Burn this one into your brain. This is a family-owned property. This is the family that owns all of the cows that come and graze at Skinwalker Ranch. And now they've just bought 50 acres with a cabin and an Airbnb. And one of the first things they did was message me and invite me to come up here and install one of the modular sensors. This is going to be one of the public devices. So along with the sensor that's at my house and the one that's in Hesteland, Norway, and the other public sensors that you can access through the Patreon Inner Circle MUPAS group, this one is going to be right up in between Skinwalker Ranch and Blind Frog Ranch. So right at the south end of Blind Frog Ranch, now we've got Thunder Strike Ranch. Which way is it to Thunder Strike Ranch? That way? Okay. Staying in that little cabin right there. That or the teepee. If the MUPAS is going to work or not. Hey, the door's open. Nice. I think I'm good to go in. This is where we're going to be staying. Whoa, this is sick. This is sick. So like whole groups could come up here.
In the future, I want to do like a dude ranch, you know?
Yeah. Whoa, this is way bigger than I thought.
Yeah. And when I went and checked it out, I found a whole set of bones in there.
No way. That's like a big coyote or something.
Massive.
There is a connection between the paranormal, UFOs, and the myths of ancient history. The clues are scattered across the landscape from a forbidden past, maybe even in your own backyard. There is a connection between the true nature of our reality, consciousness, and the unexplained. I'm Carl the Crusher. Let's explore the unknown. Look at how absolutely charming this little cabin and place is at night. Can you believe it? This is the most fun that I've had at a research site in a long time. I mean, I did not know what I was going to expect when I came up here. I thought, well, maybe there will be some UFOs. Maybe we'll find some old pottery or something like that around. But the fact that this is directly on the path of the Skinwalker between Blind Frog and Skinwalker Ranch, like this is really such an ideal location. I can't even believe it. And that it's actually on the path of old Spanish mines and mining activity. And we know that there was a gold mine here on the property. That overlap between the clash between Native American cultures and the colonization when the Spaniards came in, and then when the different pioneer groups that came in here, that kind of conflict and the things that happen pushed the indigenous people into these highly ritualized states and spiritual states. And there was so much intensity that was impressed upon these places that there was tunnel systems dug underground, there was mining, there was murders, there was betrayals, treasures that were hidden. People stole stuff and hid things and put caches everywhere. I mean, this whole place is going to be totally like Goonies or like Indiana Jones, like metal detecting, ground penetrating radar. There could be anything up here. It's pretty overcast tonight. I'm going to keep checking and see if the sky clears off, and tonight is the perfect night to do the meditations and try to see if we can see anything. With where we're at, anything is possible. Anything could show up. Shouldn't matter if there's clouds or not, but definitely make it easier to see all the stars. It would be really cool to host the whole event up here. Just to rent out all the beds in the rooms and have a bunch of friends come up. It's all overcast really bad right now. The way the light reflects in the lens of the camera makes it look like there's stuff up in the sky, but there's not. Well, I'm going to check a few more times. It's 10 p.m. right now. I'm going to check a couple more times and see if the sky clears up. And if it does, then we're going to do some night watching. It's just in the middle of baking a potato in the microwave for dinner. And I went outside and looked up, and there is some kind of an object flying overhead. So I'm trying to hurry and grab night vision. Flashlight. Bad camera angle, but this is unedited. Here we go. The skies are more clear. I just threw you on the bed. Okay, night vision's ready. Let's go. Okay, we're gonna switch over to night vision. Ready? There it is. It's still there. Look. There's night vision. I had the wrong setting on. Sorry about that. See that? That's not a satellite. Look how big it is. Okay, I'm going to meditate, see if I can get it to react. Oh, maybe it is a satellite. It's like it was waiting for me. I had this whole ordeal. I went in and got the night vision, came outside, and then tried to use the night vision, and it was just, see, it just went in the clouds. Look. Went behind the clouds. It just did it again. This is my second low battery warning in a row. Just a second ago, it said the SD card was full and the battery was dead, and I know that's not true, and now I have immediately another dead battery. What the heck? Okay, I'm going to stop this clip so I don't lose it. Yeah, so just so that I could film right now, I've gone through 2 camera batteries and had to swap the SD card twice to finally get this camera to work. And whatever it was just like sitting there hovering in the sky. So I ran in and got the camera, and then I had to come out twice to change the battery, and when I finally got it to record, it's like the thing is moving off and goes behind the clouds. Super weird. But I'm right outside of the cabin. We're up here at Thunderstrike Ranch. There's the teepee. We are right on the path of the Skinwalker. God, the Big Dipper feels so close. Like, I feel like I could reach up and just grab it. It's crazy. And there's the North Star. So yeah, right over the mountain right there is Blind Frog Ranch. Two of them moving, see that? One going down and one going up. Which one do I follow? This one's headed towards Blind Frog, so we'll follow this one going north. There's another one. There's so much stuff moving around in the sky up here. It's pretty wild. We need to get some unusual flight characteristics. Another one. As soon as I stop recording, I look up and I spot another moving light in the sky. If it would just make a turn, change directions, or come down, that would be cool. Another one. I can't even take a pause as soon as I stop. And they're all moving at different paces, different speeds, but still I haven't seen anything like change directions or come closer yet, but God, there's just like a lot of stuff floating around. Another one. Two of them, look. Did that one just start moving? What the heck? Whoa. Oh, there's a little cloud there. Like, what is going on? I just laid down on my back. I'm just laying on my back on the porch outside the cabin. And there's like a dozen bats flying around above my head right now. Whoa, big shooting star. I'm having so much fun, you guys. This is amazing. I hope that thing turns. Whoa, big shooting star. Come down. Come down and land. And this one's still going over here. There's so much stuff in the sky. I just laid down on my back on the porch. I'm just watching the stars now. Where'd that one go? Crazy. That shooting star was cool. I'll have to go slow-mo on that one and see if it changes directions or anything. That looks like a satellite. What the heck? Another one? What is going on? Is this like Starlink? I swear they're just like appearing in the sky, right? Like, I don't think I saw that one. Like, I don't think it came from anywhere. What the heck? Okay, I gotta get up. Where'd it go? I swear I didn't even see that one, like, appear over the horizon. It just, like, showed up. And then they just fly straight. Like, it's so hard to tell if they're just satellites or not if they don't turn. See, now where did this one come from? Did I not see that one or did it just appear? This is crazy. I was like, there's zigzagging everywhere in the sky up here. See, I've been filming for over 3 minutes and I haven't cut the camera. It's like it's like I just look up. Maybe I'm just mistaken because whoa, another shooting star. See what I mean? What is going on? Crazy. So pretty. The night vision lets you see everything. See both of them? One's kind of moving up and the other one across. It's been like this all night. Did the one just stop or did it disappear? I lost it. My dinner's been sitting in the microwave since like 9:30. It's for like 2 hours now. An hour and a half. Crazy. There's just so much stuff moving around in the sky up here. It's wild. Another one. Wow, that one's big. That one is hauling ass. And it looks big in the sky. This is so crazy. It's like I cannot stop filming. As soon as I stop recording, there's another one that just, some weird thing shoots across the sky, or a blip, or two of them crossing paths in the sky, or it's like something appears and then floats away. It's like, what the heck? Now, compared to that last one, this thing is moving super slow. Well, all of my night vision batteries are all dying and dead on me, and we pretty much nonstop filmed weird lights in the sky, so I don't know. I think I'm going to call it a night. I'm going to eat my dinner and relax. I might get curious and go back out again. Depends on when my batteries all get charged or not, but got to take a break for now. Today, after staying up half of the night and filming weird lights in the sky, I am back out looking for ancient artifacts and clues, possibly old Spanish trails and mines and different things. And I just realized I need to get my microphone set so I don't have to deal with the wind up here. But the goal is we're gonna hike all the way along this road, and we're gonna be looking for old Spanish trails that go up into the mountain here. And then what I want to do is go up on this ridge and look for petroglyphs all along the boulders along the top there on my way back, but be really careful that I don't accidentally cross into Native American reservation land. So that's the goal today. We're packing light. We're gonna go on a little adventure, but first we gotta go back and get my microphone so you guys don't have to listen to so much wind. Last night was pretty crazy. I thought I was gonna get skunked out just from cloud cover. It was so overcast, and then all of a sudden it was like a big patch of the sky opened. I ended up just laying down on the porch with the night vision looking up, and there was so much stuff flying around in the sky. It was crazy. There was several times where there was like two of them that were like flying almost in formation and then crossing in the sky. There was several times where I swear that there was nothing there, and then all of a sudden an orb would appear, and then it would start to move like a satellite, and then shooting stars just like, and then I would film it all and be like, wow, that was cool. And I'd stop recording. As soon as I'd stop recording, I'd turn my head and there'd be another one going overhead. So it's like, it was so cool. But yeah, if you haven't watched any of the previous videos in this series, it's turning out to be a pretty amazing location up here at Thunderstrike Ranch, and so much to do and so many different directions to explore. But today, since this is still my first trip up here, we've got to cover the bases. We got to find like all the ground basis, like the foundational scaffolding of the clues of what's actually here and the history. We're collecting these names like carved into the cement, like the last name Reich was on one of those things. And then taking radiation signals and readings to make sure that it's even safe to do research in certain places, you know. So I'm just back at the cabin getting my microphone set up. But basically, we have to cover all of that and then find out what's here. And if I can go up and actually find ancient petroglyphs or a dwelling site, like a Native American ancient indigenous campsite or something, or if I find a ritual site like a stone circle or artifact that way, then it totally changes the story and the history of this entire place, and we kind of have more clues about which direction to go and what may be going on and why the stories are the way that they are. But the possibility of finding Spanish artifacts from when those conquistadors came over and we're doing all the gold mines. I mean, we could uncover the entrance to an old ancient gold mine where they were enslaving Native Americans. But also this whole mountainside also has legends of the Siteka, ancient race of giant people. Some of the giant people even had horns on their heads. And they were said to live in this valley in ancient times. And they even enslaved indigenous people and had them work in the mines and do different things for them too for a time period. So who knows what we could find? Anything's possible. So there's the passageway. Right down through that gap is a known and verified old Spanish gold smelter, gold oven. And you think they would have had to rode horses or drove oxen or cows pulling carts up here to mine this mountain. And Donovan said that they mined this mountain east to west this way. So a lot of this goes parallel. And we have an entrance over there that we know right at the base of this mountain going in that one. So underneath this could be an entire like honeycomb of caves and tunnels that the old Spanish and the Ute tribes were all down inside of this mountain. And so if we can find artifacts or clues of that on the surface above ground, especially if we can get the Terra Exploration Group up here, then the chances of us being able to actually find an entrance or a way into those tunnels goes way up. So this is like the same kind of game that we were playing up at Mount Wilson. And this is the same kind of game that they're playing up at Blind Frog Ranch. And this is why this is so amazing, is because here we have the entrance where they were taking all of the gold. So even if they were getting stuff up at Mosby Creek, right up there at Blind Frog Ranch, a lot of that, whatever they were getting, they probably brought right through here and down there in order to smelt. And so all of this was land that was covered between Blind Frog Ranch all the way down, literally down through the canyon and that way, and you're going to get to Skinwalker Ranch is directly that way. So if you got on a drone and flew this way or a helicopter, you're going to fly right over Bottle Hollow and right over Skinwalker Ranch. It's all the same path, this exact same system and path. And so as I stand right here, Donovan just told me there was this sighting of a Native American ghost, like a shaman right here. There's a mine entrance right over there. They mined right here. Blind Frog Ranch is right up there. And so I'm just going to look on the surface, like what do we have here? We've got, you know, animals are like pretty much the same from a long time ago. And so cows, when you think about it, Charlie's awesome. So when you think about the cows, if they were driving oxen up here on carts, they would have made game trails or paths, and there would have been old Spanish cart paths. So anything left behind, like see how this is an obvious game trail where cows walk? So I come down here and I start looking, and this is clearly where the horses and the cows like to walk. This is a path. And so what if we just thought for ourselves, okay, if the cows and the animals all really like to take this path right here, when they come up from down below, they probably walk straight up and they all come right up here so much, and they've done it so long that there's literally a trail. There's a game trail going through right here. In fact, there's a couple of them coming up right through here. So if we just turn around and we say, what if like 1,000 years ago, they were driving their cows and riding horses up here to go to the mines, then the cows and the horses even today that are part of Thunderstrike Ranch and Lightning Springs Ranch, they're intuitively going to follow the same lines, and they're going to walk the same trails that were walked 1,000 years ago. So you can kind of follow these up and see where they go. Like we could probably, before there was fences, follow some of these trails, and they will go all the way up to Blind Frog, I bet, all the way up to other mine entrances. But you know, they wander around, they fork off, they get lost, they turn into jackrabbit trails. But it's just one thing that you can do. See, there's a jackrabbit right there. See if we can sneak up on it. Charlie, you didn't see that jackrabbit? Yeah, see, there's game trails, jackrabbit trails going all over. That was a big bunny. Big old rabbit. Did you see it? Yeah. Okay, but let's get back on task. Anyways, I just want to kind of talk about like what I'm doing. I'm also looking around for pot shards, arrowhead flaking, any kind of artifacts and things that we can find. An old like horseshoe, a coin, bullet casing, arrowheads, anything like that will be like a huge game changer and shift the direction of where we're looking and what could be up here. Whoa, why is there a whole big line of trucks coming up here? That's what he's looking at. As soon as Roger Colty from Indigenizing Minds sees this, he's going to be in the comments saying, polygonal floor, that's a polygonal floor. Charlie, what do you got there? Oh, good Lord, that's a dead leg. And she was abducted, her entire family was murdered, and she was brought back up here and actually kind of sold into an arranged marriage. And that all happened right where Skinwalker Ranch is. And when that occurred, and when Rose was taken from her family and they were all murdered, the Navajo enacted the Skinwalker curse upon that land. That's not an arrowhead, that's definitely a flake. Look how it looks like it was just set there. 2 tire tracks that look like a cart track right here. And you've got like close to 100 acres to wander, then you got to cover your ground. Until we get the ground penetrating radar up here to LiDAR scan and actually see where everything is, the best that we can do is just cruise around and see what we see. We're getting tuckered out. I've been sharing my bag of beef jerky with Charlie, but